Okay, go ahead.
All right. Edgar Allan Poe, Elton John, Julius Caesar, Socrates, Albert Einstein, even Isaac Newton. What do all these people have in common? Epilepsy. Believe it or not, 1 in 26 people will develop epilepsy in their lifetime, even if they didn't have it to begin with. You know, epilepsy is a common hidden disease that plagues the world. There are 2 types of seizures that are the most common: focal and generalized. Going into status epilepticus, a state of seizure, is a state of seizure which makes epilepsy even more deadly. So what is status epilepticus? Status epilepticus is a state of seizure which makes epilepsy even deadlier. Status is a type of seizure which lasts more than 5 minutes. If it lasts longer than 30 minutes, it increases the chance of death. It can be either convulsive or non-convulsive. Quote, these are unlikely to stop on their own and need emergency attention. So what is a tonic-clonic? A tonic-clonic seizure is a very dangerous and potentially deadly seizure. The tonic-clonic seizure is generalized, which it affects both sides of the brain. The tonic-clonic seizure comprises 2 stages, tonic and clonic. In this order, it causes a loss of consciousness and violent muscle contractions. It's the type of seizure most people think about when they think about seizures. Quote. And then what is an absent seizure? The absent seizure is a small seizure where you stare into space for a few seconds. These types of seizures are focal, which affects one spot in the brain. These are very hard to spot and are very frequent. People can have up to 100 absent seizures in a day. Quote, the person simply stops moving or speaking. He or she stares straight ahead blankly and does not respond to questions. When the absent seizure ends, he or she does not realize that has anything to happen. So absence and tonic-clonic are 2 of the most common types of seizures. Status epilepticus makes them even worse and even deadly. To end, I'd like to quote from the words from the great George Costanza. That's it, I'm out. And I'd like to show you guys a picture of generalized and focal so you guys understand it a little bit more. Ta-da. Let me just share my screen. I cannot share my screen.
There, try do it now.
There we go. Stop. Ta-da. All right, well, I can't seem to. I can't seem to share my screen right now, so I'll see if I can. Google Drive. Might be a little long. Hold on, guys. So we need a screen share?
So only for a visual aid.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. I can't seem to screen share right now. So
Okay.
I mean, I think it's okay if you want to like share some of the images to the group chat later, or you could just text them now
okay,
if
yeah,
you
it's
want.
screen sharing.
It's good.
Yeah, you're screen sharing.
yeah, that's whiteboard.
Okay. Alrighty, well. Yeah.
I need to share. Yeah.
This Zoom is only 40 minutes, so we're gonna have to hurry.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
Go
that was
ahead,
the
guys.
presentation. I think the only feedback that I have is there was a bit of long pauses that kind of like took up some time from the presentation, but like overall, like your explanation on like your topic that you have, it's really good. I like how you ended off the presentation, how you're like, I'm out, which is, I like that. It's funny. And it keeps us entertained. But that's my feedback for you.
Yeah, like Nicole said,
Those-
just the pauses. Oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to. I thought you were done. Sorry. But yeah, just
those those tiny little pauses, those were absent seizures. So you saw it in action.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you so much. Very personal with that.
Your hand is covering your speaker.
Yeah. Good topic, good presentation.
Any other feedback, Connor?
I like the introduction.
I still can't hear you, Nadia. Ugh. All right, go on, Jayden. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I said I like the introduction that he had. Is a good hook.
Good, good. Jose, do you have any feedback?
I just got here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's true. All right. Who would like to go next? Yes, this is practice. All right.
Can you guys hear me through here?
Yeah, I could hear you through your phone. Okay.
Wait, this is for practice,
Yes.
bro.
Alrighty. Who would like to go first? Next, sorry.
I can go.
Wanna go next? All right, you go.
Hold on. Can you guys see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, we can see you.
Okay, mine isn't that long, but I'll do with what I have, and I'm not standing.
Okay.
Okay. Has a lack of confidence ever hindered your ability to do something? Have you ever been scared to do a daily task or complete a specific outcome? Or to hear some unfortunate news that you aren't good enough? Well, today I'm going to try to explain different techniques that you can use to improve your overall confidence. If lack of confidence has ever affected you, this could be pretty helpful. Today I'll explain what confidence is and the lack of confidence, how it affects you, and how to improve your confidence within yourself. So, what exactly is confidence? So, to define confidence, Merriam-Webster says it's a feeling of consciousness of one's power or of reliance on one's circumstances. So, what does that mean? It's essentially how you feel about yourself and like how it feels to do certain things about yourself, essentially. How can confidence help you? Well, lack of confidence is when you don't have the ability to feel good about yourself when doing something. So it can make you feel uncoordinated, like you have fear and not very productive and just not good about yourself or the things you do. But how can you improve your self-confidence? Well, your confidence can be improved through multiple methods described by Amy Morin as talking good to yourself and not down, facing your fears, positive self-talk. But what do those mean? Positive self-talk is giving yourself proper feedback and not just discrediting yourself because you aren't good at something, but instead boosting yourself up. How can you face your fears in an appropriate manner that's not going to destroy you or make you feel bad to help boost your confidence? Well, if you're scared to go on a walk with your dog at night and because you live in a dangerous neighborhood, well, you probably shouldn't go walk your dog at night. But if you're scared to talk to your boss about getting a promotion, the worst thing they'll say is no. So you should face your fears in a proper, respectable manner. Essentially, that means do things that are achievable but are uncomfortable. So seek discomfort and stay confident. In conclusion, confidence is the ability to understand yourself and feel good about yourself and to understand your consciousness and your power. Confidence can help you with multiple things because lack of confidence will take away from your day-to-day life. You can improve your confidence from different aspects, from positive self-talk, facing your fears, talking to other people that you're not used to, doing things outside of your comfort zone. But overall, confidence is truly important for everyday life, so you feel better about doing things. I hope that after this discussion, you understand those unconfident feelings better and know how to combat them with the proper use of confidence boosting methods.
That was good.
But
You're done, right? Oh,
yeah, I'm done.
okay. Just in case. I like your speech. I think I noticed a little bit of a slow pace, I think.
Yeah.
Like of a slow pace, but for everything else, I like your speech. It was really interesting. I really like your speech, and yeah.
Yeah, I would also agree with what Jose says too. One question, what kind of like visual aids are you planning on using for your speech? Do you have like anything in mind that could like, I guess, help engage the audience and just like, just listening?
To be honest, I haven't done that assignment yet. I was gonna do it today. But I was probably gonna use like either a PowerPoint, like just one slide, or like just a picture.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Yeah,
but okay, can you guys hear me through this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I can hear myself though.
I thought your speech was good. It was a good topic too. It was like a topic that I didn't see a lot of other people choose. And then I honestly think the only thing you're missing is visual aids and just a little bit more information, maybe like statistical data. But otherwise than that, it was good.
Okay, thank you. Are y'all cool if I dip?
Yeah, that's fine. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay. I guess I could go next since no one is volunteering. All right. Okay. Okay. Hey. Good stance here, guys. Good. Okay. Perfect. All right. Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the healthcare system in Mexico. All right. Healthcare in Mexico has a vast variety of different insurance systems that goes into play with Mexican healthcare insurance. In this speech, I will talk about the different types of insurance system that goes into play into the healthcare system in Mexico and their purposes for their clients. Do you guys ever wish insurance was free or you didn't have to have a no cost of having good insurance to cover you? I know I would. I would be extremely relieved if I didn't have to pay a huge amount of money just to have good insurance. Some of the points I'm going to be talking about is 3 points. One, I'm going to be talking about the IMSS system. What is it exactly and what is its purpose? Two, I'm going to be talking about the INSABI system. Again, what is it exactly and what is its impact and purpose? Lastly, I'm going to be showing you guys a statistics graph and explaining it what it actually means. The IMSS is called the Mexican Social Security Institute. IMSS provides healthcare through work or voluntarily enrollment. The IMSS healthcare services is funded by a combination of federal government, employer tax, payroll taxes, and individual contributions, which can services, which can either be independent or it could be voluntarily through the person. The IMSS helps public health, pensions, and also social securities in Mexico. Anybody who's already a Mexican citizen or are foreigners that are legally residents in Mexico is already provided with free healthcare through the services of the IMSS. Along with giving them access to healthcare in Mexico, IMSS also provides insurance coverage for their salary. So say if someone either gets hurt at work or they get very sick, anything that prevents them from working, the IMSS already provides that money into their salary, just in case if they ever get hurt or sick. So IMSS is one way to ensure good healthcare, but it just tends to just get a little bit tricky. The INSABI system is a great kind of ultimatum if Mexican citizens don't either have access to the IMSS program or who isn't eligible or who doesn't have their social security in Mexico. The INSABI system is called the Institute of Health for Well-Being. The INSABI system covers all citizens of Mexico who doesn't have a social security or who was never eligible for free medical care. Sorry, that's my cat, guys. Okay. This healthcare system was originally to design public health care to Mexican communities who are living in very extreme poverty communities. Therefore, they have very little access to doctors, to medications, to medical procedures. Anything that costs a lot, the INSABI covers for that and is originally their purpose to serving those kind of communities. So based on these two insurance systems that I just talked about, these are the two most popular insurances that Mexican citizens and residents turn to just based on the benefits that they give from both of these insurance companies. And based on statistics, these two insurance systems are the most beneficial to the Mexican population. So I'm going to be sharing my screen on the graph that I have. All right, how do I, share my screen. Okay, so this graph that I am showing you is based in 2020. So it's a shared population from the Mexican population of healthcare insurance. As you can see on the top, 37.49% of the Mexican population has the IMSS insurance. Second runner-up on the list is the INSABI system, insurance system, which has 26.06% of the Mexican population that covers for them. And the rest, the next one is the ISST. It's another type of public health care which has which covers 5.1% what is that? The 69%, and the rest are private healthcare providers. Okay, I'm gonna stop share. Okay. So in this speech, I've already talked about the two main types of insurance systems that goes into play with Mexican healthcare. Based on statistics, the IMSS and the INSABI insurance systems covers the vast majority of the Mexican population. So the next time you go to Mexico, think about why things are the way they are when it comes to healthcare for Mexican citizens. It's very different when you're coming from the outside world and you don't know why the policies are the way they are right now. It's to ensure that any Mexican citizens who are either in extreme poverty or who's not have this much support just for the importance of their health. Alrighty, thank you. Ugh, I was nervous. Okay, thank you. Sorry, my cat was meowing in the middle of it. Now she's meowing right now.
That was good though. You were
Yeah.
like prepared. Like you had down, like based off the rubric. Like all the
Thank you. Thank you. And it was so hard finding like a statistics graph, like just that covers like those two insurances I was talking about. And I found out, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna use this. That was perfect. Ugh, sorry.
good though. Good job.
Thank you. Is there any feedback that you guys have for me?
No, I
I
think
don't know
just,
how the closing, I'm kind of iffy about the closing impact. Did that really have like an impact, or like what should I change about it? Or is there like everything like
I think it still worked well to summarize. If you think you can strengthen it so it has more like impact, then yeah. But it still worked well as like it still like was serviceable as a conclusion, I think. Like just all in all, like very well prepared. Good job, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think for the conclusion, if you want a different impact on us, add that in there. Like, as Brandon said, something stronger or something like that. You can put that in just to change it up a little bit, but it worked. It was good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm debating whether or not I should like present like what I have and just embarrass myself and take the 10 points, or like just the 0.
Do you
I can
want to
present.
present, or do you want Jose to present?
Damn.
Everyone else presented but you.
I
And
know.
Yeah, I can present like shortly. It'll be more of my outline though.
that's fine. That could work. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I can present.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
So,
Jose.
but
Go for
do I
it.
need to show something visually? Because I don't have nothing visually.
Just for next time, that would help, but since you don't have it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
make sure for your final speech that you do have a visual.
The visual. Okay.
So the meeting will end in 10 minutes, so we have to.
Hey, by the way, the meeting ends in 10 minutes, so
Yeah.
I think I'm just
Right,
gonna
let's go,
pass
let's
on
go.
presenting this time and take the
Let's go.
0, guys.
All right,
But yeah, finish strong, Jose.
go, you got it.
Hi, everyone. My introduction. Well, my fuck, I already fucked it up. Again. Okay. Hi, everyone. Current presentation. I'm gonna be talking about challenging stereotypes, men's mental health. Imagine a scenario where emotions are considered a weakness, vulnerability, and frowned upon us. And seeking help is seen as an admission of a failure. Sadly, this is the reality a lot of men face during their mental health. During my speech, I'll be informing the challenging stereotypes men face on a day-to-day basis. Have you ever heard phrases like men don't cry or men work and women go to the household? Raise your hand if you can relate. For this presentation, I'm gonna have 3 main points I'm gonna be talking about. One is gonna be obviously what is mental health. We need to know what mental health is and how it can affect us. Second of all, it would be the effects of challenging stereotypes on men's mental health. And the third one, our favorite one, is the statistics on men's mental health. For my point 1 would be, what is mental health? The definition of this is a person's condition with regard to their physiological and emotional well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, Before we get into the challenging stereotypes men face in mental health, it is essential to understand why mental health truly means. Mental health is a person's emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects on how individuals think, feel, and act, as well as how they handle some stress, relate to others, and make choices. Now that we know what mental health is and how it affects us, let's discuss some stereotypes. The effects of challenging stereotypes on men's mental health. It is crucial to note that discussing the effects does not involve persuasion or rather shedding. Oh no, but rather shedding light on the potential consequences. For the stereotype number one that I have is emotional suppression. One stereotype that often plagues men is the expectation to suppress their emotions. Society has ingrained in us that men should be firm, and showing no vulnerability or expressing emotions is a sign of weakness. However, this expectation can have detrimental effects on men's mental health. By constantly suppressing their emotions, men may find it challenging to address their feelings healthy and leading to increased stress, anxiety, and depression. Stigmatization of help seeking. Another stereotype that challenges men is the stigma surrounding help seeking behavior due to social expectations. Men are often discouraged from seeking professional help or discussing their mental health struggles. Seeking help is sometimes seen as an admission of failure or a sign of weakness. This stigma can prevent men from accessing the necessary support and resources, resulting in prolonged suffering and worsening mental health conditions. Since we discussed some stereotypes men face, let's discuss some statistics. The statistics on men's mental health. Further to understand the scope of the issues, let's take some statistics regarding men's mental health. These numbers provide a glimpse into the prevalence and impact on mental health challenges on men. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, approximately 9% of men globally experience a depressive disorder, and around 2% suffers from anxiety disorders. Suicide rates among men are alarmingly high in many countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia. Suicide is the leading cause of death among men under 50. Research suggests that men are less likely to seek professional help for mental health. Well, I said it wrong. Professional help for mental health issues than women. This medium may be due to the stereotypes mentioned earlier and society expectations surrounding masculinity. In conclusion, challenging stereotypes surrounding men's mental health is paramount. By acknowledging the impact of these stereotypes and promoting a more inclusive and supportive environment, we can foster positive change and encourage men to prioritize their mental health well-being, address and stereotypes and barriers that hinder men from seeking the help they deserve. Let us work together and create a society where emotional expression is valued and vulnerability and seeking help are seen as strengths rather than weaknesses. Thank you, guys.
Yay. All right, I'm gonna say my feedback really quick. Your topic was very interesting. I loved it. I have a couple of feedback. So, I've noticed that there was parts where like you knew that you messed up. We don't know that you messed up, like when you backtracked a little bit. We won't know when you messed up. I always recommend just like taking a deep breath and then just like calming yourself down and then present. Because if you just do like, okay, like I'm gonna just redo it again, we won't know. And then that's gonna kind of like take up more time. Another thing I recommend is when you were talking about each subject, you kind of said like the main point, like, oh, I'm gonna be talking about statistics, like men's statistics, and then go on. Those are what transitions are for. I recommend using the transitions because it just seems like you're just stating from like notes, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It makes it more noticeable, does that make sense? Like, I don't know. That's like kind of my feedback. But overall, you did really great. Your topic was very interesting. and you found a way to like not make it seem as persuasive than like from the beginning, like when we were sharing our topic. So you did really good on that.
It didn't sound persuasive?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Like you
That's
improved
cool.
from that.
Thank you.
Okay, I can add on. Yeah, it didn't sound persuasive at all. You're just saying facts and like statistics, which I thought was really good. I guess the only thing to add is a visual, which would really help. I think it would just add more to what you're saying. And then just a little bit more hand gestures. That's the only thing I didn't see. Maybe because they're like close to the camera, but other than that, I think you did pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, try to find statistics
Statistics.
that you were stating, like from what like you got your information from. See if like they have any statistics that shows that, and it will be great just to like put that right there while you're talking about it, and will
Okay.
keep us like engaged. I recommend. Yeah. Any other feedback? Because we have 2 minutes.
2 minutes. And
Yeah,
15
sure.
seconds.
Like they were saying with the transitions,
Okay.
I think that just comes with practice, honestly. But when you're actually talking about the topic, I can tell like you know it because you become a lot more natural when you're speaking. You're using more like hand gestures and you're like making more eye contact with the camera.
Okay.
If you just like practice the transitional phases better, I think it'll be a lot more natural flowing, which would be good. So just like focus like on making that eye contact and like keeping the same kind of pace of like talking, because there's like a difference in like your pitch and tone when you're kind of like going off what you understand and know and like the parts that you're reading off the screen or something like that, you know?
Okay.
But all in all, I really liked it.
Thank you.
And then you guys, I haven't gone yet. So
We can. I
shoot.
think
It
we
might be a
can.
good idea for someone to rehost the meeting then.
I can
because
rehost
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah,
okay, you guys
read
can.
it. Alrighty, I'm gonna just end this meeting and then we could go again.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.